Aren't you about tired of listening to sports shows with all the woke bullshit? So are we. This is Patriot Sports Radio.
Patriot Sports Radio.
Fed up with the national talking heads and biases of mainstream sports media. If it's sports from the high school level to the pros, we're talking about it like the red-blooded Americans we are.
God bless America.
God bless America.
God bless America.
Let's do this. And now, here's Eric, Angela, John, Chris, and the coach.
Welcome back, my friends. If you're new, then welcome in Patriot Sports live stream. My name is Eric. I'm your host. You made the right choice this evening. We got a great episode for you. Something new. We've been talking nothing but football lately, but tonight it's SlamBall Thursday. Chris is over there at the controls steering this thing down the road. As always, like the mailman, rain, sleet, snow, road, hotels, doesn't matter. Chris is going to make sure we do a show. Not only that, we got Smitty here. Special guest Smitty on a non-golf show. John brought the headband, and we also have a special guest for this one. What do you think? We're going to talk about a new sport and not have an expert? Hell no. We said fucking expert. Let's get starting. Gunner for the Wrath, number 21, Ty McGee. This dude put 43 points on the Rumble all by himself to set the record for the most points in a game. So I think he's qualified to give us the ins and outs on SlamBall. Ty, welcome to Patriot Sports Radio. Thanks for coming. How you doing?
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm doing well. Thank y'all for having me. It's a good day. It's a good night. So, yeah, I'm doing good. How are y'all?
Excellent. I've been looking forward to this. Like, we talk about football, baseball, hockey, a little basketball. We never talked about SlamBall before. You are, right away, I got to know, you're 21. So many great 21s in sports history. Are you inspired by any of them? Like, why do you wear 21?
21. it was the first varsity number I ever got was 21. And I kind of remember.
You were good, huh?
What you mean?
They don't give scrubs 21.
True. I mean, I really had to work my way into it, and I had got that jersey, and that number just kind of stuck with me. I kind of picked it up like through rec leagues, but I never had it like in college or anything. But I was just like, I get a second opportunity to do something here. I'm gonna go with 21, kind of throw it back. It's 3 7s too, and I like KG as well. Timberwolves, he was 21, right?
Yep.
That's kind of like my mindset on it.
3 7s. He fits right in with us.
Yeah.
Yep. Love this guy already. True or false? You started a brawl at practice once. The announcer said it, so it must be true.
True. Yep.
How does that happen?
We had been like jarring with this team. Like we had a preseason scrimmage like the day before games, and we had just been jarring with this team. And I had like got hit in the mouth, kind of chipped a couple of my teeth, and I was just kind of was like, you know what? Ended up charging the dude
in that moment.
Yeah, in that moment, I was trying to hold him back a little bit, but I ended up charging the dude. I hit him barely, and then I was like, all right. So then I grabbed his legs. I tried to do a little takedown, took him down, and by that time, everybody was tackling me, and then all the teams were involved. So
this was like a scrimmage. You weren't fighting with your actual teammates.
No, this was a different team. No, this is a different team. Yeah.
No, I saw you on the Bounce Off podcast with Sam Roberts. I'll just tell you right out of the gate, we're way more casual than Sam Roberts. He might be the number one SlamBall fan on the planet. Yeah, that guy knows his shit.
For real.
That guy knows his shit.
he was locked in.
He was asking, like, he's seen every game. He knows SlamBall like we know football over here.
That's what I'm saying. He's
locked asking you about specific situations.
Exactly. And you know what? He had picked our team like as his favorite preseason. So he really was really cool with us throughout the year, making videos and like content for us. And that was a really cool experience. And he's a smart dude. So he kind of like had been following the sport since the last seasons, like 20 years ago or something. So
wow.
Yep. So he kind of had loved it since then.
Well, we're not gonna get that deep. We're way more casual than him. let's start laying out some rules. So what I saw on the internet, so it's got to be real. Teams play 4 5-minute quarters with a 20-second shot clock that resets to 12 seconds when there's an offensive rebound. What's up with that 12-second situation?
12 seconds. I think originally the shot clock was 15 seconds when they used to play. So I think 12 seconds is just to keep the game moving quick. Like, I mean, they could have did 10, but I think 12 is pretty reasonable just because you need at least 12 to set something else up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, guys are getting shots off. Like, the game flows. So whatever they're doing, it's working.
Yeah. And so, like, respectfully, we was kind of like learning a lot of the rules, like still creating rules because it's still a fairly new sport. So, like, as we're going, in the season, we're still tightening up rules. We're tightening up other ways to play the game to clean it up and to speed it up. So there was a lot of changes, not changes, but like edits throughout the season to kind of smooth out the play and everything.
You got a 3-point shot and a 4-point shot. I love that. You take a lot of fours.
I took like 3. I missed them though. I missed about 3 4s, I think. But I really only hit a
Hustlers here. What's up? Jonas here. All the cool kids.
You took a 4-point shot, so that's from the floor off the trampoline. Were you a shooter, Coach? Was he a shooter?
Was he a shooter?
Let him know.
Yeah.
Man, he was Ty in high school. He had a really nice shot, but like where he did the most of his damage was like above the rim in the lane. I mean, he was pretty freakishly athletic in high school already. So
it's got to be great as a high school coach, a kid who can do that.
Yeah, he was nice to be able to coach. Like I was an assistant back then. I mean, that's a long time ago already. We're old men now, Ty.
For real.
But, well, actually, I'm old, but you're not old yet. You're in your prime. I'm old, but no, I mean, yeah, it was fun. Like knowing, especially with the offense that we ran in high school, it was really nice knowing that you had somebody like Ty who was versatile to be able to be down low and clean stuff off the weak side rebounds and stuff. And it wasn't a guy who was just going to get an offensive rebound and lay it in. He was going to get an offensive rebound and put it in somebody's mouth.
Hey, Ty,
so that was fun.
Were you in high school? Do you play against Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah, I played against Christian. Really, the first time I played against Christian, we were really young, and they were like the defending champs of like their minor league football. When we were like, I want to say 4th or 5th grade. That was the first time I ever played against them. We played football against each other. I remember he hurdled over one of our teammates. It's crazy. Yeah,
already hurdling kids in grade school.
6, 7 years old.
Holy shit.
So I mean,
and then played against him. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Nope. No, go ahead.
And then played against him in high school, just basketball. Never played him in football or anything, but yeah.
I know Smitty's talked about playing against him, so I didn't know if that was one of the teams you were on. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, for sure. That was the year, his senior year, Ty's senior year, like us and Christian's high school, like we were pretty much the top 2 teams in the state pretty much the entire year. So, and then we were in the same league, so we played each other twice and we split. We should have got them. Like we should have beat them both times, but it just kind of didn't pan out the way we wanted to. But there was really competitive games. We kind of took it to them though when the game that we beat them. Yeah, I mean it's crazy, man. There were some really good athletes on the basketball floor those games because with what we had and then what they had, there was a lot of guys that were going to the next level at multiple sports.
Definitely top tier talent on those teams. Man,
it's a little different from what we have in rural Wisconsin, huh?
It is a little different, yes.
Oh, court is 96 by 64, a few feet bigger than an NBA court. You got 4 spring beds, an 8-foot plexiglass wall surrounding the whole thing. Yeah. Does anybody ever go over the wall?
I almost did. I actually got hit. I almost went into the commentator's booth. I got hit, and I had I thrown a pass over my head like this, and so I left my whole chest open. Then I took a hit and kind of got hit like onto the booth, but like nobody really went through it. In the olden days, someone broken through the glass, but not yet.
Damn. This sport is wild.
Yeah, how do you fucking practice for that shit? Like you practice like taking hits in the air.
No,
What's your conditioning like?
Oh, all right. So like, let's say when we first got there, we just really were practicing jumping on trampolines. Like you bring all these dudes in, like a lot of them don't have that tramp experience. So we just learn how to jump on tramps. But then after that, it's a lot of like conditioning is like you run the court and you have those 4 beds, right? So you're doing Z cuts through all the beds. And so you're jumping Z, Z, Z all the way through, run around Z, Z, Z. They have us do that. I do some personal conditioning where I would like run all the way down, touch a wall, come run all the way back, pick my bed I wanted to take off from, jump, and then catch a lob and dunk it. Do that like 3 times in a row from each bed. But it really is just like it's really personal training. Like the court's like something magical. Like they don't make it like that anywhere. Like so it was like everyone's always trying to get on the court, try to get extra work in. But man, because Mason like made everything, like he made everything up. It's crazy. So I mean, it was a special court.
How many courts are available to practice on? Because it's not like you can go down the street like you can with basketball, you know?
No. Yeah. There was one court in Vegas. When I was in Vegas, there was one court. And that's it. We were originally at this warehouse. It was at there was originally at this place called PRG, and they did like all the lights for like the for the NFL games and for like was it Allegiant Stadium over there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they did all that stuff. So we were like in a section of their warehouse, and then we got moved over. We was at UNLV for a month.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I gotta ask though, like, and maybe Eric was coming to this, but I gotta ask, like, how did you get involved? Like, how does Ty McGee
what's
come
the
from
road
being
to SlamBall?
You know, you go 4 years of college basketball and everything, and then you come out of there, and there's a couple years in between there, right? And then all of a sudden, bam, you're in the SlamBall league. Like, how does that even happen?
Oh man, it really was like, it was really surreal. So I was just playing in some rec leagues, right? Like some of the better rec leagues in Denver. Like I was playing in the Whitlock, and I played against my homie JB, and he was like, "Oh, you're nice. Let me send you. Let's get a tape to my agent, and maybe we can get you overseas." So Rob, who was one of the first overall, he was the first ever first pick in the first round of SlamBall. That's who picks up the phone, and he calls me, and he's like, "Hey, you're 5 years out the game. Nobody's gonna want to take a chance on you, really. Respectfully, I got another opportunity for you. So come check it out." He's like, "It's SlamBall." He gives me the spiel, and I'm like, "SlamBall."
Yeah. What was your initial reaction?
I was like SlamBall, but he was telling me everything that came with it, and I was like, "Damn, that would be crazy." But SlamBall, like, can I still go like that? Like, and I was like.
So what do you just hit the YouTube and start checking it out and like, all right.
Well,
did the numbers made sense they were throwing at you where you're like, okay, well I can look into it. Like,
exactly. So I was like,
I would a job.
And that's the thing. I just had got this really nice job. So when he called me, I'm like, I don't know if I could throw something away to go. But then a lot of stuff fell into play, and then he called me and he's like, "You got to be here in a week. I mean, you got an invitation to the tryout. Got to be here in a week." So I'm like, "I'm going." I ended up saying, "All right, I'm going."
Yeah.
I was like,
life is about experience and things.
Exactly.
You would have regretted passing on that for sure.
Definitely. So, man, I hopped on the plane, just brought all my stuff. Then I pulled up to the Rio. They put us up in the Rio for a week, and just chilled. It was cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it says there's a running clock in all situations other than timeouts and face-offs. What's a face-off in a basketball game?
Is that where you fuck that guy up?
Is that where you punch people in the face?
Because that was sick.
I've had a few face-offs, like big face-offs. And I had one that it was terrible. Like I'll tell y'all this. I was on verge to beat my record. I have 42 points. On verge to beat my record, and the time had expired. And it was a great learning experience for me. And I'm going to win the game off a face-off, which is one-on-one with another player.
Yeah.
and I'm dribbling down, and I lost the ball, and it's game over. So face off is you cannot like slow your dribble up. You have to go either speed up the dribble and jump into this top swing break, and you go one-on-one against somebody. So you're 15 feet in the air, collateral. You got to finish. It's honestly unreal. But
that's crazy.
So it's you on one end of the court and a stopper on the other end, just waiting for you to come as fast as you can at it.
Exactly.
It's kind of like a penalty shot.
Exactly.
Right, that's sick,
bro. This is straight up like old school jousting. Like,
exactly. Yeah, I feel like it.
Now, is the head protection comfortable? It looks like you're wearing those things that NFL players put over their helmets in practice.
Yeah.
It's like some pads. Does that work? Does it?
Yeah, the head protection does work, and they're very like the company that made them they did a nice job on them, and we made some adjustments to them. They would fall off, so we had to make adjustments through the year. But the head pad, they do a good job. You need something for sure. But
hell yeah,
how hot are those things though?
I'm
just seeing like your afro like coming out the top of it and stuff, and it's like, damn, he's got to be like 2 or 3 times hotter than he normally would be.
I'm saying, and you got pads on too. You have this padded shirt on, so you're just like, it's hot in there when you first start. Like you're like, damn, all this gear is too much, but you get used to it. Type shit.
Yeah, but that face off, man, you need gear, right? Because that's you're asking. I mean, that's a fight. I mean, you're gonna collide. It's happening.
It's
American Gladiator.
Yes, exactly. I was just telling Eric that on the phone. So I started watching it today, Ty. Right, and I get deep dive into it, and I call Eric. I'm like, this is like American Gladiator when we were kids.
For real.
But like now, there's teams you can like buy gear, get behind it.
Yeah,
maybe bet on it. I don't know yet. We're gonna figure that out.
Yeah, maybe you guys start going with single names like American Gladiators, just ice.
Yeah.
Now Ty knows how old you and Chris are, by the way.
We're old as shit.
No, it's all good. The thing is, the betting side of it, Circa has the betting lines on it, so you have to be in Las Vegas to bet on it. But like,
okay.
I know somebody who lives in Vegas, boys. We can.
Yeah. There's
we
one
can
in the chat.
Right?
There's one in the chat right now that lives in Vegas.
That's right.
That's Derek Stevens' place. So we just have to call Derek and be like, "Yo, we're your slam ball guys."
Derek, sir.
Derek.
Can I get Wrath -6.5 for the legal limit, please?
Can I take Ty McGee in the fucking over?
You got 8 teams. I've ranked the team names. They are as follows: 8th, Ozone. That's just weak.
That's
7th.
It is.
Griffins. Is that like a gargoyle? A griffin? I don't know.
I was a griffin once. It's like from Harry Potter.
Oh God!
Yeah, okay,
that should be the 8th.
With Ozone.
Yeah, that should be the 8th.
Yeah,
we didn't know it had Harry Potter in it.
And you got Lava, hot, sure, but slow. Rumble, not bad. Their mascot is a rhino. I do like that.
Yeah.
Slashers, pretty cool. They have 2 katanas in their logo.
Yeah.
Mob, I'm gonna like automatically, although I don't love the pinstripes. They're second best. Buzzsaw is second best because that's just what you call great teams. A great team is a buzzsaw. I like that they went with singular buzzsaw too, not buzzsaws.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And the Wrath, clearly the best name. Wrath brings to mind like you're not just gonna lose, you're gonna get beat on a biblical level.
But hey, can we play something really quick? Let me share this really quick though.
Yeah.
Because this is what I'm talking about. When I saw the Wrath, I was like, "Holy shit! This is
you
the
bringing
team."
us some American Gladiators?
No.
Oh hell yeah!
There he is, the leading scorer for the Wrath. He also started a brawl in practice a couple days ago. He's got a mean streak in him. Watch out for Ty McGee.
Slim was good, or Sean did. He was good stopping.
Slams at home.
Okay, they're going to the stopper. Yeah, I see when they want to throw lobs, they don't throw it.
God, that looks so fun.
So there's got to be something like how your adrenaline has to be going through the roof when all of a sudden you jump off that tramp and you're 15 feet in the air and you got it and you're looking down at the rim like
Bro, that guy was little. You're fucking huge. All right, because I've been watching it, and you're a big dude. Like you're a big force. When you're coming 15 foot into somebody, I mean, that dude doesn't just go like, fuck.
It's crazy. Like the adrenaline for me, like we were down in the basement of UNLV, and like you're sitting in these locker rooms, and like they have the game like on the radio in the training room, and like it's just quiet, and I would get like just like doo-doo. I would just start feeling my heartbeat. You go up the stairs, and then like you'd warm up, and the smoke's coming out, but then they would shut the lights off, and like you saw me jump out and like get announced. Like, that is crazy. Like from there on,
you can tell by seeing like just looking at your face that you are like in some
locked in.
Yeah, you're in a zone that
you gotta be. That is fun because how do your equilibrium already has got to be a little shot with your adrenaline, and then you go what? Like that's gotta be hard.
I get so fucking dizzy on a trampoline, like I can't do it anymore. I think there's a certain age where the stuff in your ears, you can't do it.
Have you seen players come in that should be good, but they just couldn't do the trampoline? Like it just wasn't going to happen?
Oh, I'd say if you thought somebody could figure out the trampoline, they figured it out. But like if you know if they couldn't figure it out, like pretty quick. Like
like just being scared of heights,
looking like a baby deer out there.
Up there.
Exactly. It's all behind fear. Like a lot of players are athletic enough that they could do this stuff, but like it's all behind fear is like the thing. Like, and you guys say like, how does your adrenaline feel when you're up there? It's crazy, but the thing is, you just have to get one. If you get that first one out the way early, like, and you just collide with somebody and you fall and you land correctly, then it's all up. Then you don't even think about it. Like, it's normal then to just be 15 feet in the air. Like, time slows down and you're looking for your spot to just dunk the ball. Like, it's unreal, crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, once you guys,
it is a little slow motion when you go up on a tramp, right?
Yeah.
It does.
You can tell like when the game really gets flowing and both sides are really like, I mean, because it's super fast paced and both teams are flying up and down. As soon as a guy scores and dunks, right, or even hits a jump shot, that ball is out the net and you are gone the other way. And it's like 3-4 seconds and you're on attack mode to the rim again, and it's just nonstop, And so like that's the entertainment value I think that like hooks me. That's why Eric is sitting there watching games for the last 4 hours, nonstop, because it hooks you. I mean, I didn't realize like how entertaining it was until like I saw like you started posting stuff on social media about it, your first game, and then I watched that first game. I'm like, holy shit. I started telling all kinds of people about it, not just because I knew you, but because the game itself is really entertaining. It's fun to watch.
Hey, that's love, honestly, because it is a fun game to watch, and like there's so much it's so complex. Like the teamwork needs to be there. Like there's so many levels of it, like that makes it a great sport. And even in person, like, man, I mean, if next season y'all gotta come out and see it in person, it'd be crazy.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to a game. So tell me what all you named all the mascots, Eric. What are the towns or the?
I think they all play in Vegas.
Yeah, it's just all in Vegas, right?
Oh, it's all in Vegas.
Yep.
So are you guys are you guys all like residing then in the same hotels, or each team puts you up in different places?
So initially for the tryout, we're all in like the Rio.
Okay.
They had a group like called the Super 24 that came a week before us. So like that's something I didn't know. So they had 24 people out there training a whole week before we got out there.
And you dogged all their asses.
Well, I did all right. I
got the call up.
I got the call up, and I was in the first group the first 2 days, and then they moved me into that group the third day of the tryout. So, it ended up working out. But anyway, sorry, we were all in different team houses. We had Airbnbs.
Did you go to the Voodoo while you were at the Rio?
The Voodoo. Oh, which one is that?
That's a nightclub up top with the big balcony that sticks out over the strip.
Yeah, I didn't get to check that one out. I almost did though, but nah. I think it was in the movie 21 or something.
Yeah. It's a legit club.
I might have to check that out.
Last time I was there was a long time ago. It was called Club 54 then. It was years ago. Justin Timberlake was singing.
Damn.
Like he was just chilling and he just jumped up on the stage and started singing. It was pretty cool.
JT out there, but the Rio used to be top of the line out there. But
yeah.
Hey, Heather's even here. All our friends are showing up tonight. Well, word gets out. We're talking SlamBall. I mean,
that's where the World Series of Poker used to be.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, so
anyways, back to the rules. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
Steve.
I was just going to ask one question before we get back to the rules. So, I'm looking at just your roster right now, and I see, you got a guy at 6'8" and a guy at 6'7".
Yeah.
There's a bunch of guys that are 6 foot and stuff in the league, correct? But, you got guys flying through the air that are 6'8" and 6'7". And one guy's 6'8", 255.
Yeah.
What do you
do with that?
I don't want to touch that guy. I don't want to be anywhere near him.
I'm not getting in front of that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You either got to get in front of that or you're going to have to try. You can't just let him go, So,
no.
But
Ben Simmons it.
Yeah, you could. But, honestly, it's hard to stop those dudes. And if they know how to take off, it's a wrap. You're getting dunked on. Pat.
Yeah. Just the amount of force going through the air when that guy jumps off a trampoline. Yeah. I mean, you're no joke either, right? At 6'5", 210, but you're talking 6'8", 255.
Yeah. And that comes into play with the stoppers. Those are stoppers, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going against stoppers 6'8", 270. And that's a good, respectfully, those are hard to go against because they take all the tramp with them. So basically there's rules. I'll tell y'all a rule real quick. So the bounce down rule, you see me doing in the video, you bounce off the tramp, jump, and then after you jump, you can catch the ball and transfer to another trampoline. That's how you have to do to transfer to trampolines.
You can't hold the ball.
No, so I couldn't just run in, jump in the tramp, jump to another tramp, and then try to dunk it. I'd have to bounce down or throw it do a remix, a mix where I throw it between my legs, throw it up in the air above my head. And I can go get it, come down, dunk.
Okay.
You got to essentially get rid of it.
It's almost like dribbling.
It's basically, that's what I was going to say. It's like your version of dribbling.
So if you don't do it, what happens? The player's dead?
Violation. Player's dead. Yeah. Bounce down violation.
What's your favorite way to score points?
Bounce down? Yeah.
From what I'm watching, I love it when there's a dude standing on the island and then somebody comes all the way down the court full speed and they toss it up to him. It looks like they get 20 feet up in the air sometimes.
Yeah. And
it looks like a video game, man.
It really is. It really
looks like NBA Jam and shit. Except there's trampolines.
You guys
got to get a flaming ball involved.
I was thinking we need to make the ball a crazy color or something because it's such a futuristic sport, man.
For sure.
Cool.
Talk to those people who made that dome. I bet they could make you a basketball.
Yeah, there's no.
Looks like it's on fire.
Well, when you're watching it, you're like, those are fucking human beings.
Yeah,
holy
kinda. They're like superhumans,
like gladiators.
Yes, yes.
It feels like
even my 14-year-old got sucked into it.
It's crazy.
She was like, "Look how high they go."
And
do they all have mascots? Do you have a mascot?
We was like a samurai, like a samurai with a samurai helmet. Kind of I don't know really. It
had a W on the helmet.
Yeah.
Well, there's a question for Ty right there.
You ever see SlamBall when it was on back in the day on Spike TV?
That was the best.
Damn.
Ty was
I've seen it.
Ty was what, 10 years old, 15 years
I think
ago?
we started to lose.
You're 12? Damn.
Yeah, and Alex, what's up, man? I did watch it back then, just kind of scrolling through the TV. I remember seeing it and being like, what is going on? What is this? But I loved it, it's entertaining. But all those coaches all those players are now all the coaches. So everyone you saw then was who was kind of coaching me and teaching me how to play. So
that's legit.
Alex is out. Alex lives out in Vegas. He has the 420 Hustler podcast. He does all fantasy football all the time. He's phenomenal at it.
I don't think that dude sleeps.
No.
Hey, be grinding.
Yeah, he has Ricky Williams out there sometimes. You should go say hi. It's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
He grinds like nobody I've seen.
Yeah,
next time I'm out there, we definitely get him out to a game or something. I think because I don't know where it's gonna be at next year. I think it's gonna be in Vegas because the Circa.
It's got to be in Vegas. Something like SlamBall has to be in Vegas. There's
so.
no other place.
I think so.
No other place.
I fell in love with Vegas while I was out there. Not in a going out or gambling type of way, but man, it's a cool city for real.
It is a cool city.
Yeah, there's always something happening.
For real, good food, man. There was this place. I'll get into that later. But to go back, I think Chris, you were talking about the full court, like you run down and they would catch the lob, and
Yes.
that the mob would run some crazy offense, and they would get their gunners hella head starts and come down and catch the lob. But I was really trying to figure out the bounce down because it's all about timing and like. So I bounce down and try to score by getting the stopper up in the air and then reading the stopper's feet. So I want his feet to go down either before mine and I take the second bounce, or I want to go down before him and go like kind of just.
Because if you hit together,
Somebody's
getting fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically, you try to time out a double bounce or beat him to it and get over him.
Exactly. Yep. And that's the hardest part of the game.
So you dunk it, you score. Is it 1 or 2 points?
3.
3 is the dunk.
Yeah. Layups
4
2.
is behind the line.
Yep. 4 is behind the line, which is like deeper than NBA 3.
Okay.
Let me shut this window up real quick.
Yeah, it's getting you.
Here in the Midwest, it's already dark, Ty.
Yeah, it's fucking nighttime here.
Let me see. How's that lighting? It's all right?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
better.
yeah, you're
That's
good.
better.
Much better. It's gonna be better on your eyes for sure.
So
It's not. Yeah.
So
I
John,
got
what
a
do you got?
question.
Yeah.
So there's got to be some control to the chaos, right? Or else, knees are going to get blown. One, are they like triple wrapping your ankles and knees and stuff like that?
Oh man.
And then 2, are there rules around the trampoline so people can't like camp out there, or how's that work?
Okay, so let's say we'll start with the ankles. I'm getting ankle tape. I'm putting ankle braces on over that, and then I have an ankle roll guard. So like on my shoe, the outside of my shoe, I have a roll guard like here. So it's probably like this thick, and it kind of sits on the side of my ankle like that. So if I were to try to roll it like in the tramp, it would just hold it.
Yeah.
Those are more like. Yeah, it's a great company. The dude follow me on Instagram, gives me shouts out and everything because we're wearing the stuff. So I like those a lot. Just also as a reminder, like you got to check your feet wherever you're going, because if you're not conscious about it, it's really gonna throw you off a little bit. And
how many times have you thought you were gonna land on the tramp, you landed on hardwood, vice versa, and just fuck yourself up?
Man, I remember landing goofy a couple times. But over time, you just have to start taking air to the point where you can make a decision in the air and also make a decision where you want to land. So
how much body control do you have while you're up there?
We have a great aerial control coach. His name's Pat. He's on Instagram as Flip a Day. You guys got to go look at his dunks. He's a nut.
I'm looking him up right now.
He be doing.
What's his job title?
Aerial instructor.
Nice.
Yes, and you guys got to check his videos out because he's a nut. He be doing through the legs, front flip.
Oh shit!
Full,
I just looked at one. Yes, for real.
Hey, that's what my boy up there should have been.
Yeah, for real. He would have been good at it. But he's like a professional gymnast. Like he really helps us like with our control in the air. So
absolutely,
like, the whole first week, that's all we're doing is control. So
I bet your core is you just work your core up, don't you? You have to.
Hella core, but you get your legs get weird. Like you get like sea legs almost because you get like trampoline.
I bet.
Yes.
So that's how you feel fatigue. It feels like you've just been like
you're through the ringer because your brain's got to adjust so much during a game on hardwood to fucking tramp, and you're going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Great. Post game, are you guys just in the ice bath right after a game? Or are you feeling all right?
Man,
I mean, I feel beat up, right?
What we would get messed up. I was doing anything and everything for recovery. I would go to the cryo center. I would do like localized cryo. I would do full body cryo like once a week or like before games. I would go to the float tanks, the spa little float tanks where you sit in the Epsom salt, sit in those for an hour. Anything really we could do. The hot tub every day, stretching.
They had said all that stuff like available for you.
No, that's
you got to do that on your own.
That's all on us. Yeah.
Damn, that sucks. What kind of stuff do they have for you though? Like, what do they provide you as far as recovery stuff and preparation?
Oh, we got great trainers, great training staff that like kind of was very particular with us and took care of us. But besides that, we had ice, we had dirt, Normatec legs for the pressure release, and besides that, really good workouts, preventative injury stuff. But they took good care of us.
You got a puppy?
Oh yeah, you hear the dog sigh.
No,
we love dogs.
You want to say what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, get the dog up.
Hey, come here, Franklin.
You just made a new best friend in Chris.
Franklin.
And he's named Franklin.
Come here.
Beautiful.
You want to say hello?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think probably it should be a rule that if we hear a dog, we have to meet the dog.
Yeah,
Agreed.
we want the whole family.
Yep. We want to get to know everybody. Yeah. Patriot Sports.
We know
family.
you can play SlamBall. We've seen it. We have the internets.
Kind of dog.
We want to meet the dog.
What kind of dog do we think Franklin is? I think he's a.
I thought an English bulldog.
It was pretty high pitched.
Not like a boxer. It's got its.
No,
it's got a big
tail. But that's goddamn shadows can throw you off.
Yeah.
Could be a chihuahua.
Those damn
shadows.
Oh, is that a German short hair? No.
He's like a herder dog mutt.
Yeah, he's reminds me of a little blue healer.
Yeah,
he's a smart dog.
All
your herding dogs are really smart.
He really good people. He's hella funny.
Does he eat the carpet because he can't herd?
Right, he eating anything. He's gotten better.
In the yard.
You gotta run him like every day, huh?
Bro,
is he the team dog or is he your dog, Ty?
We're just rapid firing dog questions. I love it.
Yeah, I love dogs, man. I think it's awesome. Everybody should have a dog. Dogs are legit.
That dog
good for your soul.
Yeah, definitely.
I come over here. He's got a big basset hound. I got
a basset hound.
It's part of what I love about this house is the basset hound.
Hey, there you go. How many pounds is it?
Fuck, I don't know. Probably 60. She's fucking long. She's like about this short.
Yeah.
Fucking long and fat, and
she gained 3 pounds
really
since we started.
Is Basset
really cuddly?
Is Basset Hound the one that was good for hunting, like duck?
Yeah,
hunting?
I don't know. No, not duck hunting.
They're not agile. I had one. They're just cute.
They're pack hunters, so they'll go pack with the wolves. But this one that I got, she's dumb. She'll find an apple crisp, though. I'll tell you that, or bacon.
They're basically like a giant wiener dog with long ears.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Super cuddly though, real sweet. Every white picket fence shit, we get it. It's America. Apple pie.
Got 3 Oklahomas in the house. Now it's a show.
Yeah.
Now it's a show. So let's talk about your big night. It was first of all, it was 22-14 when the first guy on your team, not named Ty McGee, scored some points. Stephen Julian scored the first non-Ty McGee points.
Yeah.
Did you set out to go off that night? Were you down there in the basement like, I feel good, tonight's the night, or like you just started hot and it turned into like a 5-alarm fire?
I started on go. I knew I was gonna come out and just start to be tripping like right away.
You had a bucket like immediately in that game.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I got two quick bounce downs, like within the first 2 possessions, and then I remember I got one off I got a Z cut I got a Z cut finish, but I was just locked in. And I told everyone I was gonna come out tripping, like just like try to be, and I just wanted to win respectfully, so I just was trying to score.
Yep, I can tell
that's how you win,
guy.
Yeah, I mean, just knowing you personally, I know that you have really high expectations for yourself, and you want to come out and just ball out right from the start. But did you really have that kind of expectation for your game? I think I already probably know the answer a little bit, but like knowing that you're going to come out and break a SlamBall record, the first night, like that's wild, man.
That was crazy, honestly. And they were like, "Did you broke the record?" And I was like, "Of this season?" They were like, "No, of all time." I was like, "Oh, I'm
yes."
Yes, you had no idea.
No, I had no idea until we were waiting for our next game. They were like, "Congrats on the record." I was like, "Oh, it's just the record of this year." I didn't know it was like that. But I was like, it's all good. We got another game. So like it was the team I had just gotten in a fight with. So I was just like, screw the record, screw all that. I'm going to just try to win this next one,
You play these things back to back?
Back to back. Like it's crazy.
Wow.
Everything about this sport is insane.
Yeah.
It is.
Hey, Alex was saying they're a more gangster sport than SlamBall. It's football without the same size of pad, and dudes are 30 foot in the fucking air.
Yeah.
I agree with them. And I'm going to get into it now. I had no idea. And for sure, now that we know, Derek probably has lines on this.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course he does.
They're thinking about, well, honestly, I think it'd be smart, like, if they did lines on, I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about this, but like, I think I could say on the broadcasting side of things, they always talk about doing lines on the face off. So like, if there was some way you could do a line like and bet on who wins like the face off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. People
over and on. I mean, we could get some sick player props. That would be great.
Eric
player
hates
props.
that kind of stuff.
Oh,
yeah, really.
Yeah. We need. Hey, we need a Ty McGee jersey for the fucking studio. If we can find one, will you sign it?
Yeah, of course.
Send it.
We'll put it right over that Yelich jersey. I don't know Christian Yelich. Fuck him.
We have a new studio in town. We're just opening it up. Grand opening September 10th.
Okay,
we got to get a Ty McGee. I got to get.
For that studio. Hell yeah.
Yes. Yeah. For the big studio downtown.
I know you can order one online. I think they're $120.
Where do you get them online?
You can get on the SlamBall store. It's $120, but I could see what I could do. But honestly, I ain't even got a hoodie, so I'm still trying to get a hoodie.
Yeah, that cryo ain't cheap.
Nah.
Yeah, but I could ship it to you.
Yeah, I'll sign it.
And then you ship it back to us.
Definitely.
We can get that shit and we'll see if we can find a picture to get assigned to.
Yeah,
that we can get the deal. I can frame it up.
I can see the gears turning. He's got this all figured
Yeah,
out.
you might need to supply that because otherwise we're gonna get Smitty to give us an old high school photo.
No, I'm about to send it.
No,
he looked like a baby in high school in his face. He's grown up. He's grown up a little bit now.
Sup, Botakonski? I bet I nailed that. I bet I
nailed it.
So what's the fan interaction like? These people are really into it in the stands. Are they trying to come and meet you guys and get autographs and
yeah, it's like
all that?
Signing autographs in between games, after games, before games. You come out that tunnel, there's kids waiting for you. Coach Carter was out there, so Coach Carter was signing a lot of autographs. But a lot of love from the fans, like taking pictures.
Do they allow you to have access to them? Do they allow you to do that? Do they give you time to do that?
Definitely. After the game, they invite us over and invite fans to come take pictures. They give a fan award of the night from like Circa, take a big group photo after the main event win. And we kind of just get to have that chance and opportunity to meet with the fans. It's honestly a blessing and really cool to sign autographs. You know, like kids are watching, you're throwing shirts to kids, they're posting on Instagram. You know, it's cool.
Oh, yeah. So it's like a tournament or like heats in a race almost.
Yeah. So
you're fucking good at this, Eric. Just saying. You did fucking nail what you said. Ha! Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you all right. Oh, you guys hit on one?
No,
I said his name correctly.
Hey, he said the name correctly on the first fucking try.
Oh, that's our fan interaction.
Yeah,
what's capacity? Like, how many people are there watching games?
Dude. It's the Thomas and Mack Arena, so it's basically like UNLV's like volleyball team's arena.
Oh, okay.
So if you can, pick
so that's solid.
You know, like DU's Ox Gym.
Yep. I do. Yeah.
DU's Ox Gym is probably comparable, but it was big. One side bleachers was huge, and then the other side was like a VIP. We had like tables, bar. It was pretty cool, but I don't know the exact number. Pretty good fans though. That night I had 43. It was a pretty packed house.
If anybody's gonna figure out how to get fans there, it's gonna be Vegas.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're in that
Thomas and Mack Center. You're saying, right?
Yeah, Thomas.
Man, it's saying like it's like 19,000 people that can fit in.
Damn.
So that's like an NBA arena then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely pack that thing out. Or excuse me, not Thomas and Mack. Oh my goodness, Cox Pavilion next. It's attached to Thomas and Mack. My fault.
Yeah. Oh, you're good.
Mack is the UNLV like basketball team. So.
That's what I thought. I was like, whoa, that's a lot. But
yeah, we're gonna put the fucking picture and the jersey with the 43 because that was 43 points, right? That
yeah,
he scored. Yeah. That's what we're gonna.
Let me see. I'm gonna send a picture to Coach Smith right now. My favorite one from the year. Let me see here.
So
go ahead.
Sorry. What like who is the best team in this league?
The Mob.
What was the Mob? Yeah.
Respectfully, I'd say the Wrath. I think but the Mob was undefeated. They were torching everybody, like smashing everybody.
So, do they just come up with a different scheme or what?
Well, their coach, he was one of the original coaches of the Mob, so he's got like 20 years plus.
Oh wow, that's hard.
He's really smart. He runs the same offense he was running back then, and he had a great stopper. Like Gage, he's from Colorado as well. He was from Elizabeth. He played college hoops. Similar story as me. Grew up on trampolines, pulling the basketball hoop next to it. He ended up winning MVP, and I won Offensive Player of the Year. So it was kind of cool that we were both from Colorado and kind of representing. Yep. But shoot.
Is that a big ass trophy?
Which one?
The offensive player of the year.
Did it at least have a bonus?
I ain't got my trophy yet. I ain't got.
Yeah. Do you get like a bonus for that or something? Like, there's got to be some sort
cardboard
of
check.
There. Yeah, just give me one of those big checks.
Exactly. I'm still waiting on it. But maybe next year I'll have a bonus. But I ended up, I got drafted in the second round, so I had a little bit of a bonus then.
Nice.
Yes.
So it's a draft and everything. When's the draft?
Yeah. The draft is it's held like a Friday or Saturday after the tryouts. So it would be similar next year. I don't know how the tryouts going to look.
So everybody just gets redrafted every year.
Do you have to try back out?
I will have to try against everybody else, definitely. Which I expect that. That's all right. Because, after this year, they bring all this noise around it. Now there's 4,000, 5,000 applicants of people who want to take my spot, who think they can do it better than me. So I'm still.
They can't.
So is there a chance you won't be on the Wrath next year?
I think so. I don't know how it works. I'm just speculating, but let's say there's a draft. I don't know. It's tight.
You better be. I mean, you're going to be a first rounder then next year for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna try to earn.
My boy just fucking crushed every fucking record they've ever had. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Eric and Chris, did you guys see that picture I just sent you? Like that, the one the Ty just sent me. That picture is really sick. Yeah, that's the picture
awesome.
we need to get signed. I'm gonna get
this printed at Signworks onto a canvas if that's cool, and then I'm gonna ship it to you. You sign it up to us.
I got.
I'll put it in the studio.
Old Horace. Don't have a
I'm gonna
chance.
try to make it a little bigger.
I got you.
All right.
Yeah,
so cool. Is that Adam who it says Facebook user? Is that Adam that's chiming in right here? Because
that's gotta be Adam.
Adam does say sick a lot.
Yeah, I sent it in the plus money thing, so he's like that pick was sick, so that must have been him.
Everybody says the Karate Kid. Yeah, he said yes.
So now I'm thinking, what other sports could we add spring beds to? You could make the walls possibly spring beds in hockey. That would be fun. Or here's my favorite. How great would it be to see a center fielder going back to the wall and then he launches himself 15 feet in the air to rob a home run because the warning track is now a trampoline.
Right. That reminds me of the what was it? Like Mario baseball on the Wii, you would run over and if you were with someone, you throw them up 15 feet in the air. Shoot.
All right, so let's get back to the rules. So we run.
Rules we ran.
Well, I just want to remember how a game goes. So you score behind the line 4.
Yeah.
On jumpers.
Yeah.
And then you can take jumpers from the trampoline. What are those worth?
Those are worth 3, but you can block those ones. No, excuse me. Ramp jumpers is 2, but you can block it. But outside,
you can block it at any time. Like that, there's no goaltender or anything like that.
If you're in the tramps, and you shoot a jumper, you can block that. But if you're on the hardwood, if you timed it right and you jumped on the outer tramps and tried to block it on the way up, you could get it. But you can't block. You can't goaltend the ones outside.
So it's on the way down. It's still to the arc. Is still the rule. Okay. And then you could body check.
For sure. At the end of the season, I was getting double teamed every game. So the last 3 games, I think I was getting double teamed.
Yeah,
so
it got a lot more physical at the end, didn't it?
It got crazy, and I was getting like checked, like messed up. One dude would hit me, boom, and I would try to cut through him or around him. Another dude would hit me, boom. And so like I'm battling that, trying to get to the man. It was rough, but it is what it is.
You can get hit on the hard when you're on the hardwood, but like, what's the rule with the tramp? When you're trying to jump, you got to be left alone. Hopefully.
If I have a foot on the ground and I'm still taking off, they can smack me. But if my feet are off the ground, they can't hit me. So you can't get pushed in the back. You can't really get pushed on the side like back here. But it's in the middle, like on the hardwood, it's all murky. Like you're hidden, you're getting hit, and it's when you put the dribble down, that's when you can get hit. But you have the ball and you're not dribbling, you can't just get lit up. But
David's got breaking news. He's holding out on what it is though. Zens, but you know what? The Vatikanski was no problem compared to DZIENIS. Zenis? I bet the D is silent. I'm gonna go Zenis. Final answer.
So like, are these guys like, are they from just all over the United States, or are they guys from all over the world, or like, what is this?
This was really just like all over United States.
Okay.
Just kind of like handpicked crew of dudes to come try out, like all the way from football, track, basketball, a lot more.
Just really crazy athletes, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Basically, if you're a freak athlete, you'll figure out the trampoline and you'll probably be all right at SlamBall.
Yep, that's kind of how it goes.
Probably going to put up 43 like Ty McGee, but you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even know. I didn't look this up. I meant to, but like, what was the record before you dropped that?
It was 42.
It was 42. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'll tell y'all this: somebody broke my record. So they broke it last game of the year. 42.
Last game of the year in the finals.
Nah.
So here we go.
Regular
we got to go back.
Oh, regular season. I was gonna say because the final.
How much is it now?
Low scoring game.
44.
Okay.
So now you got to go hit 48.
Yeah, 45, 48.
52. Fuck it. Go 52.
So if you want to,
50.
I mean, you've done it once, so like, why not do it again?
Yeah. And it was like,
actually, almost did it twice.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get it to how it was like, but it'll work out how it's supposed to, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
We got anything else before we let Ty go get his cryo and his stretching in?
I got one last question. What's kind of the split shooting versus dunking?
Oh, the Rumble was the main team shooting. The Rumble, the Lava would shoot. The Slashers had a stopper that would shoot. But like besides that, like it's really all dunks. Like it's probably like 90-10%.
Yeah.
I mean, just from a straight like analytical standpoint, it makes no sense to be shooters. Like it makes the most sense to attack the rim, right?
Yeah, definitely. I say you got to go at the rim, like, unless you shoot in, because it's like a carnival game.
Yeah,
it's like a carnival a basketball shot because like the rim's different. There's
on
the outside.
That's a question I was going to ask you before we were talking about rules and everything. So the rim, all right, like explain the rim, because that's a lot different than just any other rim, because it's a lot flappier too, right?
Yeah, it'll move, but the main thing is like there's a foam pad around it. And then there's special tape around that. So like it's a clean finish, but it's black. So that throws you off. You don't see an orange rim.
Yeah.
And you have to really shoot that thing, like, or else it's gonna be clunk.
Yeah.
It's thinner target. Or I mean small.
And
right.
Your relation to the rim is constantly changing.
Yes.
I don't know how you calculate. How you calculate a shot, like how
you jump up like Dwight Howard and throw it down.
That happens a lot, actually.
Yeah.
You don't get all the way to the rim, and you just throw it in.
When you watch highlights of it all, like there's so many guys that are coming in, like might as well have like a Superman cape on, because they're just coming in and they get stopped, and it's like, oh, my arm doesn't stretch any longer, so I'm just gonna throw that bitch into the hoop, and like, that's
that part's
cool.
I love it. I think we've made all kinds of SlamBall fans tonight.
Hey, before we get out of here, real quick, I got some breaking news.
Oh, he gave us the breaking news. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Jennings welcoming twins into the world. into the world.
Oh, she's pregnant with congratulations, David.
Congratulations
to the wife. I'll tell you, Ty, we did the fantasy football expo this year. So we were out in Canton, Ohio at the Hall of Fame for about 3 days.
Okay.
And we had rented a couple of Airbnbs so we could all be comfortable.
Yeah.
And his wife, she cooked chicken Saturday or Friday night. We had a huge party. There was a huge welcome to the expo party, sponsored by Sports Gambling Podcast. It was a big to do.
Chicken and rice.
When we got back, dude, she fucking fed us all, dude. It was phenomenal.
Sounds like
congratulations. Next year, it looks like you'll have little ones with you.
Yep. Boy, we're going to need a third Airbnb. We're going to need just a family oriented Airbnb. So
we got to hang out over there with Des Bryant, and he is so cool. He's legit.
I got to hang out with Des over there at the Circa right before I left. A little bit, like not much, but
not very long ago.
Yeah, just before I left, he was cool.
Yeah, he's just really chill.
Yeah,
he's like a regular dude.
Yeah, he really down to earth, but like he about business too, though. You could tell.
Yep.
He was out there promoting his new business. Did you have you ever met Derek Stevens, the owner of Circa?
Yeah, I got to meet Derek. I got to go up into the top like penthouse, and respectfully, it was like the mob celebration. So like, I didn't really want to be there in there too much, but it was cool to see everybody and just kind of like have the final goodbyes and then bounce, you know.
Derek's pretty cool though. He's a regular dude. For as much money as he has, he's a regular dude.
Yeah, he was cool, and he loved he loved SlamBall, and he was at the games. Like, really cool dude.
Awesome.
He's an innovator. I could see why he loves SlamBall.
Yeah.
Well, they're opening up a brand new Circa just right here in Chicago, just north of Chicago, right between Chicago and us, and it's a huge complex. I wonder if they're going to bring some SlamBall out here.
That would be cool.
Then we'll be there.
We will be there. We'll be there more than once then, for sure.
Yes.
We'll
be in Ty's corner.
Let's go.
Sure. So Ty, last question that I have for you is, so what's the off season look for you now? Like, what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to just be training. You know, there's rumors going around. We're going to have something coming up here soon. You know, I can't really speak on it, but, you know, I'm just kind of waiting for my call and just kind of keeping my body right. I've just been in the gym, shooting, working out. You know, I've been making some music a little bit. I make music. I got my little creative endeavors. So I've been pursuing that. And I'm working on this highlight video, actually. So I'll probably have that out in the next few days. So you can be looking out for that one. And, just kind of staying right and getting ready for SlamBall, trying to, you know, hustle up a little bit of scratch as well.
Cool, man.
Love it.
Yeah, you have to let us know when you're going to drop that highlight, and we'll promote it a little bit for you, too.
Absolutely.
I got y'all.
Absolutely. This has been awesome. I told Chris before we started, this one's going to be fun, I think. Definitely one of my favorite episodes. We got to have you come back during season. We'll get you in here, talk about what's going on. Absolutely.
That sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Ty, for joining us. Let the people know where they can find you on the internets and where your music's at and all that.
Yeah, for sure. You can find me, you know, on Instagram and Twitter. You know, I'd be really posting on Instagram, you know, a lot of SlamBall updates, a lot of SlamBall highlights. Ty R McGee, that's mine. But besides that, you know, I really just work through there. So, I mean, you could see my stuff on probably, you know, if it makes it big, it'll pop off. But besides that, yeah, I'm just out there. Ty McGee is nothing special.
We disagree. Thank you, Smitty, for facilitating this whole thing. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel. All the best people do. Till next time, be good to each other. Chris, kick the outro music.
You've been listening to Patriot Sports Radio. If you're sick of all the national talking heads and biases of mainstream sports media, like we are, this show is for you. We hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And we'll be back soon. For more content and merch, hit up www.patriotsportsnow.com. Find us on Twitter at PatriotsPod, on Instagram and Facebook at Patriots Sports Now, and on Getter, Rumble, and YouTube at Patriots Sports. Take care, and we'll see you next time.